Why do I listen to Dungeons and Randomness? I first went to Jason and Bree's DragonCon Dungeon Mastery 101 panel. We were killing time for another panel nearby, and were pleasantly surprised by how much good content there was in their 101 panel. And then the Q&A session started, and it was all newbie DMs essentially asking, how do I talk to my players? And Jason managed to make every answer nice and personal and interesting, and that really made an impression. So when I went looking for D&D podcasts several months later, I looked up the panel and found the podcast and downloaded the first episode of Arc 2 and the 3-hour Arc 1 recap, and listened to them back to back on my 4.5-hour road trip. And I was instantly hooked. I almost cried from the recap alone. Unlike other D&D podcasts and shows that I've seen, Dungeons and Randomness captures the magic that a group of friends sitting down and playing D&D can create. Jason hasn't been DMing since the 70s. No one is a voice actor. If you go back and listen to the first episodes from 5 years ago, you can really hear how far Jason has come as a DM. And while it is their full-time job, they don't have a production team. And Jason and Brianna are pumping out so much quality content by themselves. They've cultivated a group of players that think and care deeply about role-playing, and the most impressive part to me is that Jason is running 3 groups in the same timeline. All of their actions affect each other. It's so impressive. His world is intricately crafted and full of content that leaves you wanting more every time. If you're looking for a D&D podcast with a story that draws you in, a compelling world, and some awesome homebrew mechanics to steal, or just a little DMing inspiration, then this is the podcast for you. We are Theria.
Hey, I'm AC.
Sorry.
Yeah, the main reason I listen to DNR is because the way the story is really put to life, and the way everyone role plays all the characters and Jason and everything that just comes together. It's just so unlike anything else I've heard on the internet, and I listen to a lot of podcasts. Especially with the transition from Arc 2 to Arc 1, I really felt like the difference in it. Like, it was like stepping into a whole new podcast, just the way everything started to come together. It really feels like a trip to Tamriel for Skyrim or something like that every time a new episode comes out. The second reason is because I never really had that kind of friend group that is into that kind of nerdy shit and would never be interested in running that kind of thing. So DNR kind of takes that place and gives me that experience. So thanks. And hashtag. Thanks again.
Hey there everyone, I stumbled on Dungeons & Randomness just about a year ago when I was looking for something to replace the audiobooks I'd been listening to on repeat for what seemed like forever now. I know that several groups over the years have done recordings of their sessions and posted them in various locations, iTunes, YouTube, wherever. So I did a search, and the first one that came up was Dungeons & Randomness, and I've not looked back since. Dungeons & Randomness reminds me of many sessions that I've played over the years as a player. There were lighthearted moments of goofiness and silliness. There were those very deep and serious moments where all of a sudden you were reminded how much you are attached to a character or an NPC. I've also find that Theria, the world of Dungeons & Randomness, is a very vast and deep gaming world that has many interesting characters and places, and a unique rule set that to me feels like the emphasis is more on the story and the world itself than actually the rules of the game itself. This podcast has filled my time when I have to drive to work, anytime I actually have free moments at work to listen to something, and in general, just good listening. I just want to say thank you to Jason and the entire cast and crew at Dungeons & Randomness for a great year of listening, and look forward to many more.
How's it going? My name's Dan. Live in Australia, and I first discovered Dungeons & Randomness about a year ago. I needed something to sort of fill the monotony of just work life, and yeah, it's spot on. I kept listening to it mainly because of Jason. He's just a top bloke. Like the way he sets out his stories and characters and how they can develop and all that, it's just awesome. He's made me feel things I'd never think any man could make me feel, which is that's new. I feel like I'm in the story whenever I sort of listen to it, and to be able to do that to people all around the world, different countries, through the medium of podcasting, that's pretty special. But that's my 2 cents worth. So yeah, we are Theria.
Hello Theria, this is James. I am not going to be editing this. This is one take, so sorry if it gets all weird. Number one thing why I listen to DNR: laughs. I love to laugh. If you listen to me laugh, it's loud. It's like one punch, like right in the ear. It's hilarious. It's embarrassing also. So I kind of laugh a lot while I listen to it, and it's huge. Second reason would be the commitment. Let's go talk about Jason first. Jason quit his job to pursue a game he knew nothing about and is amazing at it. He has created an entire world with very little to go off of, and it just compounded, and he created a realistic world that the players themselves can get enveloped in, and for the listeners to want to hear more about. Now, the second thing would be the actual players themselves. They listen to us. They want to create an exciting story, and because they listen to us, they often create some really, really awesome story. First one, actually the most notable would be that the players don't push the envelope, that they play safe. And what does Rob do? He blows up a caravan and kills 2 players. That's commitment, folks. He probably did that because of the reviews. That's awesome that he listens to us. So thank you, Rob, for killing 2 players. But they come back alive, so it's fine. The third would be the fans themselves. DNR has some of the best fans I've ever seen. Next would be like Beyonce level shit, because they helped Jason move. They funded him to move from New Jersey to California. That's huge. So, congratulations on creating a fan base that just loves you. So those are the reasons why I love listening to DNR and why I continue listening to DNR. So, hey, if you have a second, go to iTunes, give them a 5-star review. Go to Facebook, search them up, give them a like, follow them. Go to Patreon, subscribe for $1 a month. It helps a lot, so they say. And what else? I'm going off of a script because goddamn, that's a lot of info. So I commend you guys all trying to do this, and hashtag we are Theria. And this is for Melissa because she asked for it, so I have to work my eyebrows out. Once it goes, it goes. I can't. Okay, so there's that laugh. Okay, so bye guys, and I will see you at Theriathon later.
What's up, everyone? I'm Zach from Group C, the voice behind Avalan. I just wanted to take a second to thank everyone in the DNR community. I love it so much. I love playing with you guys. I love the cast. Especially thanks to Jason and Bree for keeping everything together. It's just, I've been on the show for about 3 years now, and I love it. I love playing with you guys. I love the whole cast. It really feels like an ensemble crew. And most of all, I love the fans for helping us out, for all the messages you leave on Discord and Facebook. It's just so much fun to be part of the cast, and I love you guys. And remember, we are Theria.
Hey everybody, this is Karen from Group B, and I just wanted to take a moment to say thank you so much for all the love and support that you've shown us through the years. Our podcast wouldn't be where it is today if it wasn't for your dedication. When I joined this podcast 4 years ago, I never imagined that I was going to be part of such an amazing community. You are all so loving and supportive and understanding and so fun. I just couldn't imagine not being a part of this community. And my hope is that myself, as well as the rest of the team, can continue to bring you guys as much fun and enjoyment as you've brought us for many years to come. So thank you so much. And it is really a joy to be a part of this podcast. #We are Theria.
Hi guys, this is Mandy and I play Iris on Group C. And this is Winston. He is not on Group C, but he's here for moral support. I just wanted to say thank you to all the fans for all your support. Dungeons and Randomness is turning 7 years old. It's amazing. And soon they're going to be releasing the Kickstarter for the setting book. 2019, man, it is DNR's year. So I just wanted to say thank you again for joining us on this adventure. So I'll see you in the game. Thank you. Bye. And Winston says bye.
Hey guys, it's Kelsey here. And on DNR, you also know me as Diana, Arya, and Aster. I've been on the show for going on 5 years now, which is absolutely crazy to think about. I remember being really excited and really, really nervous to do that first audition. And to get to be a part of this amazing world as it's developed and grown has been just a fantastic experience. I've made some amazing friends, and I have so many wonderful memories, from playing a mind-controlling tiefling to a shy drow scion to an elf with a penchant for danger. And I wouldn't trade this for anything. And thank you guys so much, you the listeners, because without you, this show wouldn't be the way it is. None of this would have been possible. We are Theria, and thank you so much.
Howdy folks, my name is Jason Massey.
And I'm Brianna Marie.
For over 7 years, we've been producing one of the highest rated actual play D&D podcasts, Dungeons and Randomness. Now, maybe you're a listener of our show, or maybe this is the first time you've ever heard about us.
But we've been building and exploring our fantasy world of Theria and sharing it with our listeners for over 200 episodes.
That's almost 1,000 hours of storytelling, and now we want to share that world with you in an exciting new way, by putting it right in your hands.
We're taking the largest continent from our expansive fantasy setting and creating an original supplemental book with all of the tools, maps, treasure, and monsters that you could possibly need to run your own 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons campaign in the world of Theria.
Theria's largest continent, Alara, features a huge variety of unique fantasy locations and landscapes, including every destination from our show, all mapped out in incredible detail.
There are over 200 non-player characters with stat blocks, backgrounds, and personality details to help you make the world feel real. Enemies, allies, and even PCs from the podcast itself will be there to help you flesh out your epic tale.
There are new beasts and monsters that are exclusive to the world of Theria, custom random encounter and event tables, and so much more. Every tool that you'd need to tell your own unique Dungeons and Randomness story,
or run your own original epic D&D adventure in an expansive new setting.
Use what you want, any way you want. We wanted to publish a book like this for years.
And there's already been a lot of hard work put into it. With the funding of this Kickstarter, we'll be able to fill this book with high quality artwork, detailed maps, and finalize a professional product that's up to the standards we strive for on our show.
Through years of world building, hundreds of hours of storytelling, and a passion for tabletop gaming, we're finally ready to share our world with you in this unique way. And whether you're a listener of our podcast or just a fan of D&D, we're excited to see what you'll do with our world in your hands.
We can't thank you enough for your support, and we look forward to hearing all of your Therian tales. Thank you.